Hey, it's V Smith, the BizTech Whiz, and welcome. So this week's blog post comes as a result of a question I've been asked by one of my regular blog readers about a problem that she's been having with her WordPress website. And the problem is this, that despite having a security plugin called WordFence installed on her website and configured correctly, she's still getting over 50 login attempts, illegitimate login attempts on her website. So they're also called brute force attacks, where you get multiple attempts at logging in your website, which are just an attempt to get in and create havoc, like break your site for whatever reason. So there is another solution in addition to WordFence that can thwart hackers' attempts, and I wanted to share that with everyone here. So here goes. Okay, so here I'm just going to demonstrate on my demo site what the problem is. So first of all, any WordPress website, the way to get into the back end is to get onto the login page, which you simply do by putting at the end of the domain name /WP admin. Oh, no, that won't work because that's wrong. Let's try that again correctly. Admin. Okay, and this is a typical login page. Now, the first thing to make sure is that you don't use a username of admin. Sometimes it's set up like that by default, but you must change it to something else that's admin, because admin is the most overused login username that hackers will try first. And if admin is your username, then all they've got to guess is a password. At least if it's something different, then you've started to thwart their attempts. But how about not letting them even get to this page at all? So I'm going to show you how there's a plugin that can, when people try and type in WP admin at the end of your domain name, they get taken somewhere completely different. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to log into the back end here, and then I'm going to go to plugins, and then I go to add new, and in here I type in the name of the plugin, which is unauthorized login redirect. And it's this one here. Although it's saying it's untested, I've literally just updated WordPress, and it's updated 2 months ago, so it should be alright. We'll go ahead and install it. It should still work. We can test it. And we hit activate plugin. And now it should appear on the sidebar here, so we go into login redirect and configure it. So we hit status is on, and then we create a new login path, and by default it's saying my secret login path. So this is going to be the new login path instead of WP admin. So I'm just going to copy that, and I'm going to bookmark it. These just leave as default. Now the redirection destination, so if somebody tries to go to the page of your domain /WP admin, then instead they get taken either to, there's a choice here, your home page, or Google, or Yahoo, or Facebook, or Twitter. So I'm going to go with Google, and then it says delete settings on deactivation. So when you deactivate, I would check this as well. So now I'm going to save the changes. So before I test anything, I'm just going to make a note of all these different login IDs. So I'm going to use my text editor. I'll just open that one up. And just create a new document. And then what I'm going to do is copy this URL, so I'll paste that in there. That's the new login. Then I'm going to copy this one as well, because if I'm going to log in from a different computer, that one won't work, but this one will. And then I better also, is this the same thing? That's the same thing. So okay, so now to test it, I'm going to first of all log out, and I am on that login page. So if I want to now, if I open up again and want to go to the login page, so if I now go to bizwebsitecourse.co.uk/WP admin, it pushes me to Google. But if I use my secret URL, my secret login path, I get taken to my login page. Now, if I'm on a different computer, so let's say for example, we'll open up another browser because that has the same effect. The very first time that I log in, I need to use this URL, which has got all that identification code at the end here, and I paste that in, and that'll take me to the login address, so that's fine, I can get in. And then the next time that I try and log in using my secret login path, it should work. Ta-da! That worked. So that is how you can thwart hackers trying to log in using your WP admin. And the reason that you would do this, because even if you've got WordFence installed and it's thwarting their attacks anyway, it's actually causing a drain on the server, because it's having to respond to all these login requests, which can have an effect on the speed of your website for the legitimate people visiting your website. So having this in place takes away the drain on the server having to battle these login attempts away. So they just get taken to Google, and that's the end of it. So there you go, there's a solution for thwarting hackers attempting to hack your site via the WP admin page.